Hi Cozy, we are in Dunshaughlin tonight. Another week, another storm. I think we've got 3 or 4 pubs. We'll see how we're doing for time. We're going to start over in the Shibeen and let's see what Dunshaughlin has to offer. A shit ton of suggestions for the Arch Bar, which is the last one I'd say we're going to do. But yeah, into the Shibeen now and let's go. It's good from the outside anyway, Cozy. Quick update, we've been told to ring the manager, so that's what Cozy's going to do. We got the phone number and let's see what happens.
Oh, okay. I'm dead. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, she's not working on your tonight, is she? Okay, grand. Thanks very much. Alright, right. She's not working today or tomorrow, and she won't be until Wednesday, so I don't think we can do it.
That's that. Alright, great start to Dunshaughlin. Well, not the end of the world. We'll keep her lit. If it happens in the next place, then we're fucked. Yeah, so it's actually quite handy. They're all just, I wouldn't call it a strip now, but they're all kind of just down the same street. So we're going to go into Lawless's and hopefully have a bit more luck.
Yeah, what's the story? You're late.
We're late?
I just finished work.
Oh, did you? You're working in there?
Yeah.
Were you on to Twitter or what? You're on camera now?
One of the boys on Twitter and on these.
Okay. Oh, bollocks. And you wouldn't force a point, no?
If you want, I'll worry about it.
Yeah? Do you don't need to even ask permission now? Right job, sorry.
I'll go up an order. Very likely be up to 2 minutes.
What?
Guinness girl.
Ah, okay.
Big deal.
So, brief history. Before Christmas, we had a new refit, new lounge.
Okay.
Place is sparkling new.
So this is the grand reveal. Welcome to my crib. Here we go. Thank you very much. Oh yeah. She's fancy, lads.
Do you want water or Coke or something like that?
No, I'll put the water in the grand actually, yeah.
Do you want no.
Honestly, kind of water.
Looks real. Gas fire. Cozy loves a fire shot. We were told by Paddy, yeah, you saw it outside. Paddy, we were told on Twitter to come before like 7 o'clock and that Paddy would pour us the perfect pint. He was just leaving and he goes, "How are you, Guru?" Sticks the hand out and I go, "Oh yeah, Paddy, what's the crack?" So yeah, Lawless's. I'm expecting big things from this pint because apparently Paddy pours the best pint in Dunshaughlin. Looks good, looks creamy. Good temperature. It's got the condensation, not carbonation, as we've learned. Let's have a swig. Cheers, Paddy. Tasty gear, Cozy. It does look good, to be fair now. You can't really see much wrong with it. Glass seems clean. Seems like it was bone dry. He didn't rush. He took his time. Man knows how to pour a pint of Guinness. You can just tell. Didn't charge us again. Of course he didn't. Big Guru fan, our Paddy. Very smooth, Cozy. It just goes down, you know. I could sit here and suck a few of them. Stick has gone a bit AWOL, maybe.
I think that's because you drank for both sides.
Yeah, that must be it.
Because
you can see it is creamy in here. Yeah, it must be because I've been twisting it around and farting around with it. Just drink the fucking thing, says you. Like I said, initially, really good taste. We'll give the shtick the benefit of the doubt because there's a good thick creamy ring there. Straight in. Really smooth as well, which I usually don't know. Usually that doesn't come to my mind, even though that's something people always say about Guinness, is that it's smooth. Really smooth pint. 8.1. Good start. What did it lose out on? Again, when I say the taste is good, taste wasn't the tastiest one I've ever had, but very tasty. 8.1. Thanks, Paddy. You're a fucking legend. Just going to say, Cozy, we couldn't have had a more polar opposite reaction or welcome. Again, nothing against the guy in the Shibby, and he said something like he's only part-time and he can't really make a decision like that, but we didn't even, it's always like in your head like, oh, we're going to have to ask for permission. We hadn't even stepped foot in the building before we were greeted here, so, you know, big difference.
Oh, it's going to be on YouTube and Instagram.
We're going on all the pubs in Dunshaughlin and we're going to rate what's the best pint of Guinness.
Oh, right there.
Heading into Carberry's, Alan Kavanagh, I'm pretty sure it was Alan Kavanagh on Instagram, told me that this is the best pint in Meath, I believe. So, big pressure on you, Alan. Alright, Cozy, we're here in Carberry's. Sound young lad behind the bar. I said, start the spiel, I didn't even have to finish it. He just said, oh, I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. So it's always handier when they know who you are. You don't have to give the whole spiel and the whole story. But yeah, like I said, Alan Kavanagh, you told me this is going to be the best pint in Meath. For me, best pint in Meath so far has been the Royal Mead in Navan, which is an 8.5. Very surprised if this beats it, but you never know, Cozy. You never know what you'll get. It's a good pint. It's not the best pint in Meath, but it's definitely not the worst either. Like I've said many times before, Cozy, it's got that, my only analogy is that ice creamy taste, where it's just real light, very cold and very smooth, good thick creamy head, so it's going to be a decent one. It's going to be a very decent one. Yeah, very light and very drinkable. Stick looking average, I would say. You see that, like, Cozy, because it can stick to the glass, but not necessarily like thick stick, if you know what I mean. That could be something we could put on a t-shirt.
The drips mean it's a little bit wet though.
Possibly. But then sometimes I feel like that's the opposite side of the glass, so it's hard to know what's going on. Like that there looks fine, but it's not super thick. So because the head wasn't super thick at the start, but it's very tasty. I can't quite give it an 8. I'm gonna go 7.8, which is still a very respectable score. But yeah, Carberry's Dunshaughlin, 7.8, very respectable score. Nice bar staff and just nice pub.
I go to DOT, right? Yeah. And the lads in college love it. Okay. We have a Pint society going on.
Yeah. I get this.
We wonder if you'd be membership. Would you be honorary guest like in the club? Like, it's all about it. But the lads in college absolutely love it.
So what are you asking us?
So what's up, boys? Up to DIT Pint Society. Today
is it DIT Pint Society?
DIT Pint Society.
I'm definitely in.
You're the man. So I hereby of the committee offer these two boys entry to the DIT Pint Society. That's for you, Dara, and that's for you, Coulson. If we give a little shout out to the lads up to Putting Gales, they're Straught Harcourt.
So he said DIT Pint Society membership card. Give us your details there and we'll get in touch with you.
Yeah, so cheers.
Good man. Yeah, good man yourself. Yeah, Cozy. I don't know how much of that carnage you caught in there, but great experience in Garberry's. Solid 7.8 on the pint. Yeah, just like mad famous now. It's just kind of that's just how it is now, Cozy. You know, just gotta accept it. Yeah, shout out to the DIT Pint Society. I don't know if that's the actual name, but I hope it is because that's hilarious. Gave us the membership card. So yeah, shout out to Nathan, and his mate Andrew was talking away as well. So shout out to him and DIT Pint Society. See you soon. Right, Cozy. Last pub, the Arch Bar. By far the most recommended. By far the most recommended pub in Dunboyne. Right, Cozy, heading into the Arch Bar, by far the most recommended pub in Dunshaughlin. Just probably have to fight off a load of fans now. We're here, such an asshole. Go on, United. Oh! Big soccer fan, me. The Arch Bar. Like I said outside, by far the most recommended pub in Dunshaughlin. Just reeks of just tradition and just old man pub, which is typically where you get your best Guinness, Cozy. I don't know if we'd call this the Snug, but we were told to come in here. I'm calling it a Snug because it looks like it has closing doors. So yeah, in terms of Snugs, Cozy, we haven't been in a Snug in a while. Serious. Boiling hot fire, load of old lads ripping the shite out of each other on a Monday night. In terms of aesthetics, definitely looks like the best pint in Dunshaughlin. Oh my god, it looks so creamy. Oh, cozy boy. Wow. Again, can't try not to let all those recommendations sway me because
I'm trying to split the G,
Cozy just says, "Was I trying to split the G?" I had no intentions of splitting the G, but have I done it? Not quite. That's a fine gulp though for a first gulp, isn't it? Very good pint, Cozy. You just wonder, like, at least you like these traditional old man pubs just seem to correlate with really good Guinness. I really like this pub. Stick looking decent, Cozy. That is a good pint. More than half thing's gone. What am I going to give this? This is big, Cozy. The people of Dunshaughlin are relying on me to give a good, honest score. I can't be swayed by all the recommendations, but it was obviously recommended a lot for a reason. The Arch Bar in Dunshaughlin, 8.5. Monster score. If you've been following us for a while, you know that is a monster score. That's on par with the Royal Mead in Navan for the best pint in Mead. That's probably in the top 5 or 6 points all time. So I think our list is at about 75 pubs now. Probably made it into the top 5 or 6 with the 8.5. So Arch Bar, Dunshaughlin, all the recommendations are justified. Savage pub. My legs are about to fall off, they're so hot from this fire, but that is not a bad thing to be complaining about. A load of mad out lads watching United and Chelsea. Arch Bar, class. Coolsy just out of the Arch Bar. Like I said inside, so many recommendations for there, and they were totally justified. 8.5 out of 10. Like I said, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that is a monstrous score. Rarely give out over an 8, and to give an 8.5, just yeah, fair play to them. Lovely pub. Anyway, that's Dunshaughlin boxed off. Grand little spin for us. It's only like 15-20 minutes away from Ashbourne, so the right job. What did we say? We got the shibbing, no review. We had Paddy serving us the pint in Lawless's into Carberry's, where we met a lot of lads because we're so fucking famous now. And then Arch Bar, very impressed with the 3 pubs. So yeah, Dunshaughlin, that's a wrap. Very good pints. That's just finished Dunshaughlin. Just got a message on the way home to come out to Drumree, a pub called Gilson's. So we said, fuck it, we turned the car around. Cozy, go on. Give them what they want, we've nothing better to be at. So we're on the way to Drumree right now. Let's go in and it'll be some crack trying to explain to them what we're doing, but we'll see what happens. Hello?
It's creepy as fuck.
I know what to do. Hello? I'm not leaving until I get a pint. Door upstairs. How's it going? How are you? one of the stranger occurrences over the history of the Guru. But we got the pint. I said, I'm not leaving until I have a pint. Eventually, Johnny, because I can't remember who sent me the message to come here. That's why we turned around. But they said, hope Johnny is good to you. Then I said to him, is your name Johnny? And he was like, and trying to explain like what the Guru even is. Kind of gets lost on some people, but like totally understandable. The older generation. But anyway, we're here. We're in Gilson's. We're in Drumree. Pint doesn't look bad now, Gulsey. Looks alright. We'll give her a go. Just gas crack. I tell you what. First thought is that whole thing about like there has to be a flow of Guinness. Do you know, like the first few are going to be rotten and all. I'm officially launching that theory out the window. It's a load of bollocks. Because barmen have told me before it's a load of bollocks. The first pint should be as good as the 50th pint. Do you know what I mean? Like there shouldn't need to be a flow. That's a good pint, Cozy. I don't know if I should be surprised or what, but creamy head, tastes good. Just gas crack. And we keep it authentic here. We keep it genuine. I've never heard of Drumree. Cozy has heard of it through hurling. Yeah, probably it's not even half an hour away from Ashbourne. I've never heard of it, but I'm not going to lie and say I have. But at the end of the day, it's all about the pint. I'll tell you what, Cozy, like steak, pretty serious. I'd say arguably better than any stick we had in. The Arch Bar stick was decent. Yeah. I'd say that's a bit better. I'm trying to find something wrong with the taste, but I can't really. Gilson's Drumree, an absolute sporadic move from the Guru team to come here. But a successful move, because Cozy, that's an 8.3 right there, Cozy. Believe it or not. Great score. Going to be the second best score in this whole video. So yeah, 8.3, and we better shift our arses out of here. But class, fair play. I wouldn't say decent pints in Drumree, decent pint, because it's only one pub. But yeah, that's now going to conclude Dunshaughlin / Drumree. Yeah, thanks for watching. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter. Where should we go? What towns should we hit? And just any general questions, let us know. Guinness Guru out.